Hello, hello. How's everybody doing? I'm doing great. My name is Papa Schmo, and we're about to watch some super awesome Super Metroid 80% race. Eddie versus BFrobber. This is gonna be fun. Voice cutting in and out. I appreciate the feedback. I'll try to get that sorted. Let's see here. These runners are gonna get started pretty soon. See if we can fix my voice. Uh, Settings. Alright, I changed something. Let me know if this is better or worse for you. Okay. So, what we have here are two very good runners. PBs for these runners is a 47.26 for BFrobber and then a 44.14 for Eddie. And our runners are off. Let me see if we can get all right, cool. We got a seems good in chat. I like it. We're just gonna take a stroll through series today. Brought to you in part by Deer Force. We'll say F in chat for the scientist. You know, they did some good work. They try to harness the Metroid for good, and really decided that was not the cards. Gonna damage down here. It's the fastest way to get out of this room. And our runners want to go fast today. So this is the losers round 3 of the 80% tournament here. So losers bracket round 3. BFrobber played last night against Emmett. It was a pretty awesome race to see. But now the winner of this match will go on to face Mr. Guy Average, or as Hockey Towner would say, Mr. Guy Not So Average. Ooh, 245s. Let's go. Good show to both of these runners here. 45s are not free. Record is 47.55 in series, so not too far off there. But yeah, 45s mean some things went right. We almost got identical Samus gunships. Like, is this frame for frame? I don't know. It's pretty close. You love to see it. Yeah, 48. I mean, it should be free. Right on. I'm pretty sure. Just go play it a couple times and you'll snag it, I think. Meanwhile, we are at Zebes. Zebus, as it's pronounced in other cultures, but Zebes is what we're going to call it here tonight. We got a little bit of a moonfall on Eddie's side. Very well done. Fortunately misses the shot, so we're kind of back in sync again. But another little moonfall through this room is a really, really good time save. BFrobber says, nah, I'm good. Don't need no moonfall. Sloters and gymnastics would say the same thing. That's okay. I think moonfall looks cool, and I think it's kind of a tricky thing to do quickly, and so I like to use it. I understand it feels a bit dirty, feels like you're cheating a little bit, but I don't know. If it's cool, if it looks cool, I'm generally gonna try to do it. Everything in Super Metroid that's cool is awesome and difficult to do. So, BFrobber going for the little turnaround animation item grab there. You can actually grab the item slightly before hand, because if you turn around, there's a little check, the actual hitbox will extend so that you can pick up the item a little bit quicker, like a few frames quicker, but you're already in the turning around animation, so you're already going that way. I mean, it's a frame saver, but you know, however many items you're picking up over the course of a game can add up. Very nice door check from Eddie. Going up to that turnaround animation again, you can have the door transition start a little bit early, a few frames early, if you turn around in the middle of jumping through, because you can extend that hitbox once again. And there's way more doors than there are items to transition through in this as well. So if you do that on every door, that's that's several seconds worth of time save. All the little things, and when you are as accredited, for lack of a better word, as these runners are, with these times is 44 and the 47, you are definitely in tune with all that those time saving strats. Ooh, nice little swaggy horizontal bomb jump from BFrobber there. Just showing off, just doing a little thing. One BT down and one to go. So, just some information on routes for these two runners. Eddie normally does a PKRD. Yes, BT can be very rude with the drops. He's had a rough morning, and just don't mess with BT right now. He's not giving out anything. He's like the surly guy when you're going trick-or-treating. He doesn't like to give out candy. He just stares at you from the porch. It's that guy right now. Anyway, I was in the middle of saying that Eddie does a KRD, but you might have noticed that Eddie has decided to tank the damage through the pirates. Well, why would Eddie tank the damage through the pirates if he was going Phantoon first? The answer is simple. He's not. In fact, these runners have decided to do a KPRD deathmatch to the death. So we have the same route, which is, sometimes if you are used to doing a one route and you haven't practiced the other one, that can definitely be just depending on the runner, depending on your mind, it can definitely do something to you. You might be used to going through a room with one set of loadout, and then you're all of a sudden, oops, I'm not running that route. I'm doing a different one. So this is going to be interesting. We'll see if Eddie can hold the fort down and keep that KPRD route in his mind. And we'll see if BFrobber, who is used to doing this route all the time, can capitalize on that familiarity. Cody, I agree. The mock ball is just beautiful. The short hop mock ball, nice little down back by BFrobber there. That one takes a little bit of practice if you're not used to it. And Eddie going down Green Hill Zone, ready to do this little the dance, as Gymnastics calls it. Whole lot of things going on there. You have to do kind of perfectly in order to get that D boost up and over that pillar and through the rail. BFrobber going in down to do the same thing. And yes, and there's that confirmation. Eddie going down Red Tower, which is an indication of the KPDR route. Nice little 3 boost. 3 boost is good luck, or so I hear. Blesses the run, or something like that. The triple super strat Unfortunately, just a hair, just a half tile off of being able to get that one. I like that strat. If you have enough supers, you might as well. I mean, you're gonna get the supers back from mini crate anyway. So as long as you got enough, totally go for it. It saves like a solid second and a half, depending on what your backup is for that. Or not your backup, but your normal strat. Dashio peeking into Eddie's stream, and we got 2 golds over there on Eddie's side. He's just got gold everywhere. He got gold chains, gold rings. You need some gold, go talk to Eddie. He's got it. One crate down and a 1 to go. Eddie picking up the coolest looking suit in the game. And make that 2 crate quick kills down. We had the 2 missile, 3 super on Eddie's side, and the quad super strat on BFrobber's side, which looks a bit fancier in my opinion. Very nice. We're gonna get the mock ball through. Ooh, just a hair off on that mock ball on Eddie's side. That one's a little bit tough. You gotta get the speed and the angle just right for that one. Yeah, a really great show for both of these runners. Nothing big going on. No super big mess ups of any kind. It's just small things here and there. These runners have come to play. Got a little mouth ball coming out of Crade's lair there from Eddie. You know, just love to see it. The E-Tank. Why? Is that like the same 50-50 thing that happens with Taco Tank? Like, oh, sometimes you might get it, sometimes you might not. Because BFrobber did not move at all. It just kept jumping on the E-Tank. There was nothing, and it just the 4th time it worked. Thanks, game. Thanks for that. Snagging some high jump boots. Just an item that really, you don't know how much you missed it until it's gone. So there, I think, is a little bit of some of the symptoms that I think, I mean, unless this was intentional, some of the symptoms from doing a different route. Eddie went through and got the high jump E-Tank, got the high jump boots, but didn't go for the high jump missile, and kind of went what I would think was the route they were used to going, and then didn't have power bombs for the exit, so just did like a backup bomb strat, which was good. It pulled it off pretty quickly, but I wonder if that was a like, oh, I'm not doing this route type of a thing, and then just had to improv. Not a real big time loss or anything, but it was just an interesting note. By the way, shout outs to the Restream team and whoever decided that we're gonna put face cams on these things. Love it, dude. I love the face cams. I love being able to see expressions. It's been really cool, especially in some like high tense, high excitement situations. Watching the runners' facial expressions while they do it, it's just awesome. Farming up to 10 and 3 on Eddie's side. Usually coming out of here, I usually like to have at least 3 supers, 4 preferably, but 3 will work. BFrobber picking up the best item in the game, hands down. Yeah, I mean, like I said, really great displays going on here. I wouldn't call anybody a slouch, and they're definitely proving it. It's it's not, considering what can happen during any percent. It's not a huge lead at the moment. Little moonfall down Bubble Mountain. I'm gonna have to try that. Oh, that was fancy. That was. Although, when do you kill the little gamer? Because usually I'm used to shooting that gamer on the way down. I'm gonna have to go back and watch that. I didn't even know it was happening, and all of a sudden there was the morph ball falling at supersonic speed. Eddie with the tricks over here. Oh, you got tricks? Okay. Okay. Both of our runners saying peace out to Norfair for the moment. We'll be back. Alpha Spark on Eddie's side. Hey. What would Beta Spark be? Alpha Spark. I guess Beta Spark could be really wherever. Very nice red tower for Eddie. Getting the down grab strat with wave. That is extremely fast and looks awesome. Yeah, I guess Beta Spark would be Ocean Fly for this particular route. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. BFrobber doing the more traditional hero shot. Very nice. Very nice red towers from both of these runners. Our Vile Plumes strike again. The Samus Eaters are on duty today, unfortunately. Speaking of Ocean Fly, we'll see if Eddie can pick one up. Is going for it with the. Okay, so it's picking up. I wonder if the missile grab. Maybe they're grabbing moat missiles now because of the high jump situation. Ooh, very close on that Ocean Fly. Just a smidgen too early. The spark, or yeah, I guess that would be what that is. Going into the scariest, spookiest place on this planet, wreck ship. Shout out to Deer Force for making this just a really spooky place. As a kid, you're like, what is going on in this place? Why does nothing work? What's with the ghosts? Get me out of here. Nevdi answering the call of Slow Guy in chat. Don't ever doubt. Nevdi is there. Nice fast for Eddie. Unfortunately, doesn't get as many missiles in the Doppler as they were hoping to get. Good Fantoon for getting the mid on that. Gets a better Doppler on the second round. Got a fast mid and mid. And Fantoon is down. The ghost with the most is out of here. Well, out of here once. We've got BFrobber. Maybe able to pick up some time on this if they can get the X Factor. Unfortunately, only snags one particle. That is rough. I saw BFrobber do the same setup during the last race. It was almost identical, and every particle hit perfectly. So that's just unfortunate. I was hoping that BFrobber could make up a little bit of time. It's got to be careful on the health. Is definitely going to want to, snag some of those 20s. Got a lot of 20s. All right, we're good. We're good. Pantoon is just being a super troll. There we go. Okay. Finishing a fight with an X Factor. I'm sure BFrobber's just taking a breather. Probably didn't enjoy that fight, but is here, is alive, and is ready to get back in the race. Did not die. That's the important part. Was that Sunrise Surprise? No, Sunrise Surprise would have been like a one-hit KO, right? That's like you get hit with every flame. Yeah, I don't know. Either way, it was not something that we wanted to see for either of our runners. So glad everybody made it out. Heading through bowling. Eddie incorporating a couple of D boosts on the spikes just to get a smidgen ahead each jump. Trying to guarantee the 2-hit. Ooh, that was a fancy little strat through attic for BFrobber there. Unfortunately, could not keep the sustained blue suit to run through the last 2 enemies, but was still very cool. And the gravity suit. The cooler functionality-wise, but less cool-looking suit. And he's snagging the moonfall. Very well done. BFrobber going to try their hand at a little Wii bowling. Eddie just looks at Faith Cam in the zone. Just focused, man. I don't see like too many celebrations or like, oh man, I meant to do that. It's just straight focus. I don't know what the command for cool clips is, but that sounds pretty cool. I don't even know what that is. Okay. Confirmed from Cody, that is a thing, but may not currently be working. Nice room for BFrobber there. Sunrise confirmed. I'm gonna have to go back and watch that. That's like a ton of damage. I don't know how much it is. If it's like 20 per flame, it's like what, 20 times 8? 160 damage. Hey, I did that math right. All right. Well, dang. In that case, yeah, even better. I bet that was scary to have 160 damage just go away. All right. Yeah, thanks for getting that clip. I'm gonna go back and watch it at some point. So we had 3 of 4 particles on bot wound there for Eddie. Bot wound just doing their thing. They lost a little bit of time there. BFrobber might be able to make up, depending on how their bot wound fight goes. Let's not forget that Dragon can also be a pretty turning point boss as far as lead changes or any of that stuff goes. I'll see Eddie's going to go for the full halfie. It looks like it. Looks like probably have enough frames. Yes. Very good full halfie. Well done, mate. Oh, a little back and forth strat from BFrobber there. I had not seen that setup before. But same thing for BFrobber. Only 3 particles hit, but definitely gets I guess a 2 round on bot wound there. Makes up a little bit of time. And he's gonna go for the rain dance. Going to shoot and run once the little mini Dre babes go off the screen. Looked good setup. Eddie might have the two round fan tune. Yes, gets the 2 round fan tune. Does not get the blue suit. Unfortunately had a little bit of forward momentum, but still gets the spark suit. Had like 9 frames left in that shine spark and just like barely got over to the turret in the morph ball and snagged spike suit first try. First try. GG's. What a show. All right, let's get a little high five. Door transition high five. Went in and out of Dragon's room. And there comes the reward of the spike suit. Feels so good to go back through that room with a shine spark. That room stinks most of the time. All right. BFrobber was a nice spark right through the eyeball. And hopefully gets number 3. I feel like he got robbed twice. BFrobber got robbed. Alrighty, there it is. Doesn't get the blue suit as well. You have to turn around. For anybody who doesn't know, before you do the spark, you have to go the other direction and then turn back because that sets your speed up. Plasma spark, yo, man, I get so into one runner's stream, and then miss cool stuff on the other side. GG's, dude. Plasma spark is a tight trick. Yeah, same slow guy, same. I wish my eyeballs could watch both streams simultaneously. I just can't do it. There's too much, when you have good runners like this, there's too much. Whoa, nice little super from Eddie. That's harder than it looks going into the toilet bowl there. I usually just jump up and shoot down. But yeah, when you have 2 great runners like this, trying to like commentate all the cool stuff that they do is very difficult. It's just too much. Oh, going for Alpha Spark. Ooh, was close. Unfortunately, lost the last jump on BFrobber's side. Chat pointing out the Womple. I saw BFrobber do that strat through the pre-plasma room, whatever that is, where he does Divas at the very end, and it's just pretty much wall jumping the whole time. I was like, man, I'm gonna try that. That looks cool. Very nice speed ball for Eddie. Go snag him an ice beam. Nice ice escape. Sitting here taking notes from these guys at the same time. I'm like, oh, I could do that. I could change the strat that I do to that. Hey, don't hate on Northern Route, okay? You get to do the ice escape. Let's not get ahead of ourselves here. Subjectively, I mean, it's a fact that Northern Route is cooler. And it isn't any slower, so I mean, as far as I last knew. Goes for the quick chronic boost. Gets the hit, but does not get the gold there, unfortunately. I mean, yes, that is fair. The space jumps through Southern Route, pretty cool. I'll give you that. So let's just agree that both routes are cool, and they're both not, you know, like faster than the other, and we'll all just be happy route people. Worst room of the game. Very nice. Goes for a pretty fast strat through. That's definitely one of them that I like for sure. If you're not doing just the power bomb and the wall jump, that's definitely one of the good strats that I think is pretty accessible for most people. You got to be pretty good with your timing though, because if you wait 1 second more, the pirates are just gonna mess up your day. Gonna show you why the worst room in the game is the worst room in the game. I'm not sure if BFrobber meant to refill there or not. But Natalie, your argument, I think, doesn't hold a whole lot of water as far as Junie doing Southern Route, because Junie just does like everything. Junie just does just the craziest stuff I've ever seen. It's awesome. Could be entertained by Junie just watching him play Metroid for too many hours in a row. All right, Ridley is on screen. Let's go. Being fairly cooperative so far. BFrobber having to kind of reset that fast pillars, but does get it. GG's is going for the more optimal strat of worst room of the game. Unfortunately, gets trolled. Eddie going for the quick grab on Ridley there. Ridley says, no, I'm out of here. Ridley is dead now. Eddie's just like, please, can you grab me? Can you stop? This is no longer fun, Ridley. Thank you. Okay, goodbye. Will we pick up the tank? We will. Okay, Eddie going for 5 tank. That may just be part of his plan. That may just be because of his health. I would have if I was a betting man, I would have bet that Eddie would not have gone 5 tank for this. But maybe they're watching the restream. Or, you know, like I said, they only had 96 health. And maybe there just wasn't as comfortable. Nice reverse plower house from Eddie's side there. That timing is a little tight, trying to get that shot and that jump from the bottom of the lava. And is going for the optimal strat here, deboost into the short charge. Does not get the fastball, unfortunately, through Wasteland there. And Ridley number 2 coming up for BFrobber. Hopefully will be a little more cooperative for BFrobber. No damage coming out of the little key hunter shaft there for Eddie. Ridley finally turning around for BFrobber. It's not being very cooperative first. Hey, does a nice little like back and forth juke under the tail of Ridley in order to get that grab. I like that. And yeah, BFrobber foregoing the E-Tank, which is what I thought both of these runners were going to do. So picks up, you know, 2 door transitions and 7 seconds worth of fanfare back. Eddie saying peace out to Norfair for the final time. And BFrobber getting the speedball through Wasteland. Very well done. That can be a very tight short charge. You saw the mock ball. I mean, it was like a tile before the actual gap that you needed to be in morph for. So. Got some love in the chat for keyboard. I can see that. Well done. Okay. All right. So it's neutralized now. I got it. BFrobber saying, I ain't playing around with you musketeers today. I was going to shoot you in the face with my overpowered beam. And I don't want to deal with you. So Eddie, at this point, just headed towards the ship. Gonna say hi-bye to it, and then gonna make their way down to Torian. BFrobber on their way to the same place, but is a little bit behind. We will see. One thing is we've seen in a couple races so far. Emmett did it, I think, in the last race with BFrobber. Was a little bit ahead, and Behead was a little bit ahead. Nobody got beheaded. That didn't happen last race, as far as I know. But a little bit ahead, decided to take the save right before Mother Brain. So you can see in the webcam there, Eddie's taking a drink of water. He's looking around a little bit. Just want to get some bearings. Probably, maybe taking a look at the restream. For those of the runners who do look at restream, a lot of the times they'll be like, yeah, you know, I checked at bowling, I checked at G4, stuff like that. So if Eddie is watching the restream, seeing where BFrobber is, might decide, okay, I think I have enough time for a safety save. So we'll see if that happens, and we'll see how all these Metroid rooms go. We'll see how Baby Skip goes. At this point, we'll have to see how things pan out. But if Eddie has a decent Torian, then we're gonna have to see what goes on in the chambers of Mother Brain. Metroid Rooms 1 and 2 looking good for Eddie so far. Gets the D-boost. That's pretty much an optimal strat without Spring Ball through Metroid Room 3. And yeah, that was just an excellent section. Metroids, what Metroids? Just an incredible display from Eddie. You love to see it. You don't even expect to see it, and then all of a sudden you saw it, and you're like, man, I love to see it. Baby skip time. Looks like a pretty solid baby skip. Has to take one extra little loop there, just because I wasn't comfortable with the distance to that seaweed tile. Decided to take an extra jump, which was smart. And there it is. There it is, folks. Safety save from Eddie. I don't have any qualms with this play. Has probably looked at the restream at G4, saw the difference between the paces here, and said, "Yeah, why not save?" And he making sure they take all of the Rinkas off of the screen because it will cause a whole bunch of lag. BFrobber, no real troubles through any Metroid room so far. Coming into the last one. And Mother Brain 2. What a creepy boss. It's super awesome, but just creepy in the music, man. Like, I was pretty in awe as a kid. All right, gets 20 charge shots in, damaging down, so that there's not a whole lot of time in this rainbow beam. Ooh, we got a little lag on BFrobber's side. Still holding it together. Can they get? Yes, they can. I don't know if lag was part of BFrobber's strat through Baby Skip, but if it wasn't, That was a heck of a like a what am I trying to say? Just it was improv. It wasn't even like a backup. It was like, oh, I just gotta fix this. So well done. Does have to go into the room anyway to refill missiles, unfortunately, but it's still, doesn't have to wait for the whole baby scene. So. And we will have 2 mother brains screen at one time. BFrobber with 1 missile left, just in case, decides to fire it into the head of Mother Brain 1. You never know, right? Alright, we got a Mother Brain 2 starting and a Mother Brain 3 starting. Eddie doing a very nice optimal kind of strat there to reduce as much lag from everything. Mother Brain 3, Hyper Beam. Holy mackerel. Oh, BFrobber with the juke, dude. That was like Indiana Jones grabbing the hat underneath the falling boulder thing. The ketchup just like gave BFrobber a haircut real quick. Meanwhile, Eddie saying peace out to Zeebs. I'm out of here, dude. This place is crashing. Question is, will Eddie save the animals? Will it happen? Predictions in chat. GG's to Eddie for getting this KPRD death match going here. It says nah animals. I gotta go. And there it is. Eddie finishing in first place with a race time.gg time of 46:42. Well done. Well done. Eddie pulling out all the stops today. BFrobber was at the heels of Eddie as much at any point. No real big things happened for BFrobber. Eddie was just didn't have any brakes on the car. It was just going. It's just all he had was a gas pedal. GG. We'll see if Eddie wants to hop in for an interview. It does look like they will be here at some point. So we'll get a little bit of words from Eddie and how they felt about this race, how they felt about the route. I do want to know a couple of questions, and it looks like we've got Eddie here. Eddie, hello, GG. How you doing? How you feeling?
Feeling pretty good. Feeling pretty good. That was actually a pretty good run up until that Ridley fight was a little disastrous. Didn't really have much health, so I was like, all right, better grab this tank.
Yeah, Ridley was dead for like a solid 10 minutes and just decided to hang out with you. Wanted to say hi for a little bit longer. Yeah, man. Chat and I, you were putting on a whole bunch of show here. Obviously, you were doing a route that you may not be as familiar with this KPDR deathmatch here, which was awesome to watch. I do want to ask a question. When you went through high jump room area in Upper Norfair, and you went down instead of getting the missiles, was that intentional, or was that because you were like, oh wait, I'm doing a different route?
For me, that's intentional. The main reason is because I've done a little bit of KPDR, and I told myself that if I do KPDR, I'm just gonna do 4 tank, 20 missiles instead of a lot of people that go for KPDR. If they were to get the extra set of missiles, it would be that high jump path. But what I opt to do, and I think it's technically a little bit faster, is I skip those and I just grab the wave missiles instead. To get me that 20 missile setback. And the reason I do that isn't necessarily because I was told that it's really not much of a difference. And in New Route, you kind of do the same movement. You go to the bottom and then you have a power bomb and you do that setup. So rather than learn like, the ledge grab to the next room and stuff, I was just like, well, it's almost the exact same thing. I just lay the bomb in a different spot. So that's why I opt to skip those missiles and just grab the wave ones instead.
Oh yeah, yeah. I wasn't exactly sure if we were going to see kind of um, the symptoms, if you will, of somebody doing a different route than what they normally do. But that's cool. Yeah. Right on, right on. I thought your extra pack wasn't actually wave missiles. I thought it was moat.
Yes.
Most people will skip over
Yeah,
moat.
it is about missiles. I made a mistake. I called it
Oh,
wave.
okay. All
I
right,
guess
cool.
I'm
I
thinking
got you,
tidal
got you.
wave, moat, water, ocean.
Yep. Yeah,
That's-
all that jazz. Well, GG's to BFrobber just finished with an official race timed GG time. I feel weird saying time that many times in one time sentence, but is 49:53 for BFrobber. GG's to BFrobber. We'll see if they want to pop in for an interview as well. But man, yeah, Eddie, just a great overall display for sure. Just tricks all around for chat and myself to kind of nibble on there, man. What was your favorite part of the run? What did you just feel like you just kind of nailed or
My
close to
favorite
nail?
part was, I know Stasio's watching this. See Stasio in chat.
Yeah.
Literally taking up half the chat, and I know he wouldn't have let me hear the end of it if I weren't able to nail Plasma Spark, and he and Sloaner, and he was able to do it against the Sloaner's match. So nailing that Plasma Spark felt pretty darn good. That spike suit, I didn't have blue suit, so that first try spike suit was pretty nice. But Plasma Spark was probably the the one that made it really made that run for me. I really wish I got that ocean fly. I feel like I was like a frame off, but didn't get that one. But
It
that's
was
okay.
very close. It was
Yep.
very close. I'm not familiar with the timing on the charge shot for that, but yeah, dude, I was geeking out when you had like 9 frames left in your shine spark timer on the spike suit and Dragon. I was like, he had it literally this exact amount of time to nail this, and he got it. That was great. That's good stuff.
Yeah, definitely felt good hitting that one. Yeah, it felt good. The moment I saw it, I was like, this is gonna be it. I'm not gonna get the bad frame. I feel like this was good.
Right on, man. Right on. Yeah. I'm gonna try to see if BFrobber. I for whatever reason I can't even chat in this here race time chat, so I guess it doesn't like me. But how do you feel about your next match against Mr. Guy Average?
That is gonna be really fun. MGA, I would say overall as a Super Metroid player is much better than I am. That being said, MGA does this route, KPDR, and he just got that 43. My current PB in the route I play, PKRD, it's like a variant of New Route, is a 44.14, and I have been on few 43 paces since I started derusting in this tournament. So overall, I'm gonna say this is it's probably gonna be a really good match. MGA, I would say, is probably the favorite, just because he's extremely consistent and just even if he has a bad run, his bad run is basically just like a high 44. My bad run is probably like a 47 or something like that. So like in terms of who's the favorite, I would definitely say he is. But for sure, anything can happen. I think it's gonna be a great match. Very excited for that.
Yeah, I that's definitely one of the ones I saw that I was like, oh, if this is the matchup, this is gonna be this is gonna be a good race, man. It's gonna be like a Kip Gebu closeness over there, man.
I mean, MGA I think is kind of getting close to that level, if not at that level. He just doesn't do new route. I wouldn't ever say my name with any of those players. But one day maybe I can be as good as them.
There you go, man. Well, I mean, you're definitely really, really close. And just as a question, do you ever think that you would want to change PKRD to PRKD? And if that would
Yeah,
save you any time and when you wanted to make the switch?
yeah, absolutely. So, I got my 4414. Prior to that, I had like a 4540 or something like that, and I just got like a straight up 1 minute 30-second PB, and I got that low 44, and that was. I have probably twice as many splits as most people, just because that's how I set it up when I started running in the game, and I never changed them. And I was only a minute off my sum of best. So, given that I had a lot of splits and I was a minute off my sum of best, that was kind of like I was pretty much done for a while, so I decided if I were to come back and take it kind of seriously, I would probably switch to PRKD at that point. That being said, I think PKRD in a race setting is really, really good for races.
Oh, totally. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Emmett was even thinking about doing that in his match against the one that I commed, I think, which is maybe against BFrobber. But
Yes.
yeah, he was thinking about it because he hasn't done anything else other than um or what he said he did other than that route. So he was like thinking that that was a good race decision. And I guess it's
Yes.
just just feels
I would
better to see.
say I would say that's a common. I was trying to convince him to do it. Like, yo, PKRD is really good, but I think it's a combination of um, it's a combination of pride and confidence in himself that if he really didn't want to die in LN, he's just not going to die in LN. Because he can take it a little bit, slower if he wants to and get through. But I think I remember he was like talking to Sloters and he was like kind of throwing the idea of PKRD to Sloters, and Sloters was like, no, I would never do that. It's like, you know what? I would never do that as well.
Yeah, yeah. And then Lotus was like, "Never mind. I'm not taking advice from." Or Emmett was like, "I'm not taking advice from you. You're a maniac." Yeah, that was good.
But yeah.
Well, just overall, I'm gonna give you you're gonna get a quad G's, right? Because you get GG's on the race, but just GG's on having all of us here able to enjoy this thing. Obviously, there's a lot of hands and a lot of minds going in to make this tournament happen. But a big thanks to you for being here to put all this stuff together, man. I really appreciate it. And good luck in your next race against MGA. It unfortunately does not seem like BFrobber is going to make it in for an interview, but wherever you are, BFrobber, GG's and thank you for the race. And yeah, is there any final words you want to throw out there, good sir?
No, I'm just, thanks to all the viewers for watching this match, and the viewers to tuning in to kind of make this happen. Thank you, Papa Schmo, for doing the commentary here. Very excited and very happy you can get this calmed. And just, yeah, I just thank you for all the racers participating. Thanks for Beef Robber for participating in this tournament. And yeah, that's it.
Right on, man. Yeah, no, I couldn't couldn't let your race go uncalmed. I was like, bro, this guy's calming everybody else's races. He's setting this thing up. He gotta have some calms for his race. So, um, well, man. Well, to everybody here in chat, to everybody just out in the universe of Super Metroid speedrunning, thank you. And we will see your next mission, and that next mission currently is, as far as the schedule goes, is Tuesday. So tomorrow at 5 p.m. we've got DeCall versus Link on SpeedGaming 3. That's going to be awesome, and it's going to be even more awesome because Eddie is coming for that. And then we got two more races scheduled for Wednesday, one at 5 p.m., one at 8 p.m. That's EST. We got P-Tool voices. Nobody's voicing anybody. P-Tool versus Z Music, and then C9 versus Static Shock. So more to come. More fun to be had. So y'all have a great night, and we will see you next mission.